Tonight on Evening, a secret hideout turned perfect getaway for connecting with nature and perhaps reconnecting with yourself.
I'm St. Brian at Point Defiance Park, where there is a new way to soak up some health benefits.
Plus, we crack into your favorite hockey team's game day bite.
And welcome to Evening. I'm Chris Cashman, lowering my tone now as we match the energy of the forest. Join me as we go deeper and deeper here, right along the raging river in Fall City, home to TreeHouse Point. Maybe you didn't even realize this legendary property was right here in our backyard. You've seen the TV show TreeHouse Masters? Yes, turns out TreeHouse Pete founded it right here. There are 7 amazing tree houses on the property and some extras. And I had a chance to talk with the master dreamer.
We closed on this property April Fool's Day 2006, and it was the most happy day I had had up to that point in my life because I had a blank canvas, this beautiful northwest forest.
If you've ever imagined running away to live in the trees, this is where fantasy takes root.
Beautiful day today, but even in the rain, it's so beautiful. And I had a canvas that I could create on. You know, my art form is the TreeHouse, and they take so many different forms.
TreeHouse Point isn't just a getaway. It's a canopy of cabins suspended in the forest.
And I grew up building tree houses as a kid.
Where childhood dreams meet Pacific Northwest craftsmanship.
And to think that I could have a place like this to create in, and that was the start. And I've been bubbling about it ever since because it's just like magic. It's magic out here.
The man behind it all is Pete Nelson, builder, dreamer, and TV star from the hit series TreeHouse Masters.
I never, ever imagined that it would be like this. I'm grateful, of course. I'm the ambassador for tree houses. I mean, everybody knows tree houses are magic.
Each tree house is a one-of-a-kind creation. The most recent build is the first ADA-approved treehouse in the state.
With the television show being broadcast around the world, we literally have people from all over the world coming to stay here. It's a place they want to visit, and we're so honored.
What a special place indeed. We're not the only ones gushing about TreeHouse Point. 425 magazine just named them a best romantic getaway in the Northwest for 2025. You want to book your stay? Of course you do. This is the flagship. Look, you even got your own deck overlooking the raging river. We've got a link for you on our website, king5evening.com. We head now to the city of Destiny, Tacoma, where there is a new way to soak up some health benefits. St. Brian has that story. Saint.
Hey, here on the quiet shores of Owen Beach, Tacoma has discovered a place for rejuvenation, resilience, and a little cold water courage.
On a hazy September morning, it's not unusual to see Commencement Bay crowded with sea vessels and the occasional seal. But that doesn't explain all of the cold plungers entering the water at a bracing 55 degrees.
It's almost like a crazy euphoric feeling.
They're all clients of Svette Sauna, a Scandinavian-inspired sanctuary steps away from Owen Beach, where strangers sweat between plunges and find common ground.
I used to just plunge, and that was fun, but having the contrast of the sauna and the cold plunging is really amazing. I had no idea that my pores could feel so good.
Partners Haley Bostrom and Leon Sung are both passionate about world travel and wellness. They discovered the joys of contrast therapy, which alternates hot saunas and cold plunges, while on a visit to Norway.
And that experience was special for us, and we looked at each other and just knew that we wanted to bring something like this to our home.
When we set out on this venture, we really wanted a space where Washington's natural beauty could really be highlighted, and Owen Beach was the obvious answer.
Metro Parks has signed on, which means anyone can try out the 75-minute sessions where muggy heat can reach over 180 degrees. Contrast therapy offers all kinds of benefits. It reduces muscle soreness while improving circulation, mood, and stress management.
It's all about just kind of taking that deep breath in.
Robbie Martin likes to hit up Svette Sauna before his I-5 commute to Renton. The moment he feels just a little overheated, he heads to the bay.
Yeah, it was really cold at first. It's a little tough to make those first couple steps into the water, but after you do, you kind of sit there and realize it's not so bad, and then it starts to feel nice after a while. It really feels like you can kind of tackle anything that the rest of the day brings at you.
From cold water to a hot shelter.
How does that feel?
Really soothing and hot.
Svette Sauna offers a shared experience that makes a lasting impression.
I never thought I'd be someone who'd plunge, but never say never. It's a great experience. It's worth trying. You only live once. Might as well do it.
A new twist on chilling out. It's okay if you've never done something like that before. Haley and Leon says your body will adjust. You want to give it a try? We've got links for you on our website, king5evening.com. Today we are clearly all about the trees. Heck, we live in the evergreen state. They define our identity, and each of them, turns out they tell a story.
From colossal champs
It's magnificent.
to quirky misfits,
Looks a little weird.
the trees of Washington State have tales to tell.
They give us a sense of place.
Maggie Rogers and Michelle Rao from Seattle's Plant Amnesty want you to notice these natural treasures.
One of the most amazing things to watch, people start to see the trees around them.
Take, for instance, the whimsical monkey puzzle tree.
They're planted all over Seattle and they are huge.
You'll find plenty around 60 years old, all around the Puget Sound for a very good reason.
During the 1962 World's Fair, they handed out monkey puzzle trees.
One giant on the Olympic Peninsula is more than 1,000 years old.
Thuya plicata, the western red cedar.
With a diameter of nearly 20 feet, the Duncan cedar is the largest western red cedar in the world.
Makes people stand in awe.
Not far from there, the world's largest spruce towers over Grays Harbor.
It's bigger than any tree outside the state of California.
Port Gamble's Camperdown elm is a twisted novelty.
Brought into the United States.
The offspring of a Scottish mutant
All trees come from that original tree.
that can only exist through human intervention.
An abnormality in an elm tree that is stuck on top of another elm tree.
Giant sequoias or redwoods make an impression wherever you find them,
The oldest one is 2,500 years old.
especially here, outside their natural range.
The giant sequoia is native to Northern California.
Olympia's Capitol campus features an extraterrestrial Doug fir.
Out of this world.
It was grown from a seed that traveled to the moon on Apollo 14.
I haven't been here at night, but I always wondered like if it glows in the dark at night.
These two American chestnuts in Tumwater were planted in 1846, back when there were more than 1 billion of the species from coast to coast.
A blight came to the United States and started wiping them out in masses.
They escaped that widespread chestnut blight and now thrive as the largest in the country. But the state's hardiest survivor is Claylock's Tree of Life.
So the tree basically isn't rooted into anything, yet somehow it survives.
A Sitka spruce that defies the odds and gravity.
Trees are stronger than we think they are.
Look to the trees for history taking root and stories reaching skyward.
The intrinsic value of a tree.
Very cool. I don't know if you knew some of that backstory about some of your friends. Anyways, don't leave. More to come here from TreeHouse Point 7. Incredible properties to tour. But first,
It's going to be cold on the ice, but these hot offerings for the upcoming Kraken season are sure to warm you up. And we swing over to the largest indoor golf facility in the nation.
Local stories make a difference.
That's good.
With the power to enrich lives, strengthen communities, and make us smile. Evening is made possible by Primera Blue Cross. Primera Blue Cross, always in your corner.
and welcome back to Evening. I'm Chris Cashman. We are at the world-famous TreeHouse Point in Fall City. Some people will tell you it's in Issaquah, Preston. No. The Postal Service will have you know we're right here in Fall City. Pete and Judy Nelson have really outdone themselves. 7 incredible properties, the most recent of which, the first ADA approved and compliant tree house in the entire state. Full style points, we love it. We hope you'll come out here and experience a stay for yourself. We've got details for you on our website, king5evening.com. evening.com. Now, from the forest to the arena, the Kraken have just unveiled their 5th annual food and beverage preview, and Jose brought his appetite.
It's a brand new season for the Seattle Kraken. The big question, what is new this time around? We have a new 3rd Kraken jersey that glows in the dark. And a new menu at the Pleasure Arena for game day.
Today we're talking about food, and yes, food. And trust me, Chef Molly has surprises when it comes to this menu.
It's our year in the arena and on the food scene.
What's new this season?
Lots of things are new this season. I'm geeking out because we actually have Pierogi coming to the arena. So excited to have them. Poke Pop is a brand new concept where we're launching fresh shucked oysters. And then the arena dog. We wanted something that just says hockey. So we're doing a foot-long hot dog with braised Royal Ranch short rib, a horseradish cream, and fried onions.
I'm gonna go with the arena dog. Let's see. It's different for sure. You know I can't come to a food event and not eat a smash burger.
Let's talk sweets. Froyo, we are adding toppings this year. We're also going to be releasing a Kraken cookie with the famous red eye to match that new fluorescent jersey. It's an experience. This whole arena is meant to be a vibe, and the food brings that same energy.
All right, you can get your first taste of that food. We can get your first taste of the Kraken. Preseason just around the corner here, September 21st. That's a Sunday. They'll be taking on the Vancouver Canucks. We've got details for you at king5evening.com. Now, from the evergreen forest to the putting green of the indoor variety, there is a unique offering in Tacoma. St. Brian takes us to Evergreen Golf Club.
Finally, a way to play golf even on a dark and rainy Northwest day. This is Evergreen Golf Club Tacoma. At 22,000 square feet, the largest indoor golf facility in the nation. A $2 million investment, say founders, former Seahawk Jermaine Kearse and PGA caddy Greg Bodine. They see a need for all-season facilities.
A lot of golfers will get their clubs out in May or June, if they're lucky. They go play for a couple months, they knock the rust off, and by the time late summer comes around, you're starting to feel good about your game, and then fall hits.
Now, inside what was once a roller skating rink, golfers have a way to extend the season. Jermaine, a 4 or 5 handicap, knows what he wants to work on.
My off-season project is for sure my driver. It's definitely the weak part of my game, and so I'm looking forward to continue to work on that.
There are 13 TrackMan bays for simulated golf. You can also work on your short game, whether it's chipping or putting. Playing here requires a membership that starts at $199 a month. Its founders also hope the all-weather facility will help local junior players compete on a national level.
I feel like it really develops perseverance, grit, self-belief in a lot of things.
Evergreen Golf Club Tacoma, sure to be a hit, even on the rainiest of days.
Evergreen Golf Club actually has 2 locations. It'd be great if they had 4 for branding purposes, but they do have 2, the one in Tacoma and in Redmond. This would be a great time to join the club because, of course, the fall weather is coming, and then, well, you know, inside fun season.
Coming up, cheers to movie lovers. It's a bar that's completely movie-based.
We play films from the time we open until the time we close.
Plus, the Covington mom spreading the message of body neutrality, one outfit at a time.
Evening is sponsored by the Seattle Humane Society.
Hey, if you're an animal lover, listen up. Enjoy a night out in celebration of Seattle Humane's annual Day of Giving fundraiser. This is uniting our local community to raise $125,000 in support of their life-saving work. Bring your 4-legged friend to Reuben's Brews and Ballard Tap Room from 5 to 9 tomorrow, September 16th. Enjoy fun for the whole family, and $1 is going to be donated by Reuben's for every pint sold. You can join the rescue squad, making a one-time donation during the annual Day of Giving, or you can become a monthly donor. Seattle Humane's Day of Giving is Thursday, September 18th, and you can donate all day. And welcome back to Evening. I'm Chris Cashman. We're here in the Ewok Forest. No, I'm sorry, we're here at TreeHouse Point, world famous. Maybe you didn't even know. TreeHouse Masters, the famous TV show, originated right here. 7 properties for you to tour. Incredible. Jose, meanwhile, is in West Seattle. He found a unique place mixing libations with vintage cinema. It's West Seattle's one and only movie bar.
Two Finger Social is a traditional bar that is completely 100% movie-based. Everything in here is movie memorabilia. It's definitely more of a community-based bar and movie nerd bar. We play films from the time we open until the time we close, 364 days a year.
Why movies?
Something I grew up on. It's been a part of my life ever since I can remember.
Let's talk about some of the props that you have here. You got a lot of cool stuff.
A lot of it actually I had already previously owned and had brought it in because my house was getting clogged up. Lots of people have done donations and I've acquired more over time as the bar's been open for the last 8 years.
Anything you want to show?
Box of Cheddar Goblin from the movie Mandy. It's one of my favorite films in the last 20 years.
You know, I was gonna go with the Willy Wonka bar, but you went with this, so. I see that you have movie games, posters, and even masks. Is there a favorite from the mask, at least?
Yeah, Dr. Decker from Nightbreed by Clive Barker.
I want to see your movie collection.
Oh yeah, I got most of them here.
Oh boy, that's a lot. All right, if I give you only one pick.
That'll probably be Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Where is it? You don't even know where is it.
That's the original.
Okay, good choice. Scary, but good choice.
But it's not all about the movies. At the end, this is a bar.
Let's talk about drinks here.
Traditional cocktails are our favorite that we make. We always have local beers on draft at all times.
Whether you come here for drinks, movies, or conversations, for sure, you will have a good time.
What a cool place. More than just movies, too. Dive into their movie-themed menu. They got beef and veggie hot dogs. They've got the monster dog, the Godzilla. Bring a friend to finish that one. It's massive. Or maybe just bite into the neck of the Nosferatu dog. Very cool. All right, hey, are you ready to be influenced? You know, these influencers, they often use big cities to kind of draw some attention, create a following, but it turns out you can actually find a following just about anywhere, as a woman from Covington demonstrates.
With more than 1.4 million followers on TikTok and Instagram, Shelby Scott is a rising star in social media. But this Covington mom wasn't always an internet influencer. No, something first had to happen.
And what happened was I got pregnant. And my body quickly changed, and I didn't bounce back the way I thought I was going to, and nor was I seeing anyone communicate that online that I followed. And I was frustrated, and I was playing the comparison game. I was like, is there something wrong with me or my body? So I decided to just candidly share my story.
A story women wanted to hear. Online, she began modeling clothes she bought with her own money. And then, as her followers grew, so did the interest of national brands.
I get the amazing opportunity to work with brands I love like Walmart, Target, Abercrombie, Free People. Sometimes brands will have specific things they want you to say or like, yeah, but most of the time I'm just organically sharing the outfit and like just talking about why I love it and why it makes me feel confident.
Everything she does is right out of her home.
So this is my studio. This is where I actually bring in all the clothes that I share on TikTok and Instagram, and I have a few different racks. I still shoot everything on my iPhone. It could take anywhere from 6 minutes to 20 minutes to film. Once I'm done filming that, I'll go sit over in my chair and I just edit it from my iPhone, and it's really no fancy, elaborate production, but it works. Do you want a strawberry, Blake?
Along the way, Shelby has become more than a fashion influencer. She wants to teach her followers to feel beautiful, no matter what they're wearing.
My mission is how can I make women feel the most confident in their bodies? I don't care if they're a size 0, a size 12, or a size 22. I want to make everyone feel confident and beautiful. For me, I really focus on body neutrality, and that's just the idea of learning to respect your body. I'm not saying you have to look like hot and confident and feel your best, but you have to be able to reason with yourself and say, I'm more than my body, so when you're leaving the house, you just respect it.
Style and self-esteem. Shelby Scott is creating content that can look good on every body.
I truly feel like the luckiest person in the world because this is like the most fun job.
We love seeing someone being rewarded for being the truest, most authentic versions of themselves. Give her a follow, Shelby Scott, on TikTok and Instagram. It's Shelby Say What Blog. That's Shelby Say What Blog. That's one word.
Now in our 40th season, Evening shares local stories that make our communities shine. Thanks to support from PEMCO Insurance. PEMCO empowers the Northwest to prevent the preventable. Learn how at PEMCO.com.
And welcome back to Evening. I'm Chris Cashman, living my childhood dreams amongst the forest in these incredible tree houses. My thanks to Pete Nelson and his team here at TreeHouse Point 7. Extraordinary stays. I encourage you, come get lost. We'll see you next time.